Either tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my lips so wide as a bristle may enter and waive thy excuse.
Let her hang me. He that is well hanged in this world needs fear no colours.
Make that good.
He shall see none to fear.
A good Lenten answer. I can tell thee where that saying was born, of I fear no colours.
Where, good Mistress Mary?
In the wars. And that may you be bold to say in your foolery.
Well, God give them wisdom that have it, and those that are fools, let them use their talents.
Yet you will be hanged for being so long absent, or to be turned away. Is that not as good as a hanging to you?
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage, and for turning away, let summer bear it out.
You are resolute then?
Not so neither, but I am resolved on 2 points.
That if one break, the other will hold, or if both break, your gaskins fall.
Apt, in good faith, very apt. Well, go thy way. If Sir Toby would leave drinking, thou wert as witty as a piece of Eve's flesh as any in Illyria.
Peace, you rogue, no more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely, you are best.
Wit, and be thy will, put me to good fooling. For those wits that think they have thee do very oft prove fools, and I, that am sure I lack thee, may pass for a wise man. For what says Queenabulus? Better a witty fool than foolish wit. God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellows? Take the lady away.
Go to. You're a dry fool. I'll no more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
2 faults, Madonna, that drink and good counsel will amend. For give the dry fool drink, then is the fool not dry. Bid a dishonest man mend himself. If he mend, he is no longer dishonest. If he cannot, let the botcher mend him. Anything that's mended is patched. Virtue that transgresses is but patched with sin, and sin that mends is but patched with virtue. If that this simple syllogism will serve so, if it will not, what remedy? As there is no true cuckold but calamity, so beauty's a flower. The lady bade take the fool away, therefore I say take her away.
Sir, I bade them take you away.
Misprison in the highest degree, Lady Colculus non facet monachum. Lady Colculus non facet monachum. That's as much to say as I wear not motley in my brain. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you the fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Make your proof.
I must catechize you for it, Madonna. Good my mouse of virtue, answer me.
Well, sir, for want of other idleness, I'll bide your proof.
Good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn your brother's soul being in heaven. Take the fool away, gentlemen.
What make you of this fool, Malvolio? Does he not mend?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool. God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity, the better to increase your folly. Sir Toby will be sworn that I am no fox, but he will not pass his word for 2 pence that you are no fool.
How say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel that your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Look at you now. He's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he's gagged. I protest that I take these wise men that crow so at these set kind of fools to be no better than the fool's zanies.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite. To be generous, guiltless, and free of disposition is to take those things for bird bolts which you deem cannon bullets. There is no slander in a loud fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Now, Mercury, endue thee with leasing, for thou speakest well of fools.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you. From the Count Orsino, is it? I know not, madam. 'Tis a fair young man, and well attended. Who of my people will hold him in delay? Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman. Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madam. Fie on him. Go you, Malvolio. Be it a suit from the Count, I am sick or not at home. What you will to dismiss it.
Milady.
Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old, and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool, whose skull Jove cram with brains full. Here he comes. One of thy kin has a most weak Piemonte.
By mine honour, half drunk. What is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman? What gentleman?
'Tis a gentleman here. Play these pickle herring. How now, sot?
Good Sir Toby.
Cousin, how have you come so early to this lethargy?
Letry? I defy Letry. There's one at the gate.
Ay, Mary, what is he?
Let him be the devil when he will. I care not. Give me faith, say I. It's all one. Oh.
What's a drunken man like, fool?
Like a drowned man, a fool, and a madman. One draught above heat makes him a fool. The second mads him, and the third drowns him.
Go thou and seek the kroner, and let him sit on my cause, for he's in the 3rd degree of drunk. He's drowned. Go look after him.
He is but mad yet, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on to understand much, therefore he comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so, and he says that he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be a supporter to the bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind.
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no.
Of what personage in years is he?
Not yet old enough to be a man, not young enough to be a boy, as a squash is before 'tis a peascod, or a codling when 'tis almost an apple. 'Tis with him in standing water between boy and man. He is very well favoured, and he speaks very shrewishly. One would think that his mother's milk were scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman, my lady calls.
We're once more here, Orsino's embassy. The honorable lady of the house. Which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will?
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it. Good beauties, let me sustain no scorn. I am very compatible, even to the least sinister usage.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question is out of my part. Good gentle one, give me modest assurance if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart. And yet by the very fangs of malice I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Most certain, if you are she, you do usurp yourself. For what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise, and then show you the heart of my message.
Come to what is important in it. I will forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
It is the more like to be feigned. I pray you, keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not that time of moon with me to make one in so skipping a dialogue.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way. No, good Swabber. I am to hold here a little longer, some mollification for your giant sweet lady.
Tell me your mind.
I am a messenger.
Sure, you have some hideous matter to deliver, when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me I have learned from my entertainment. For what I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady,
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
in Orsino's bosom,
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
to answer by the method, in the first of his heart.
No, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such a one I was this present. Is it not well done?
Excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis ingrained, sir, will endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive, if you lead these graces to the grave, and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried, and every particle and every utensil labelled to my will. As item, 2 lips, indifferent red. Item, 2 grey eyes, with lids to them. Item, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompensed, though you were crowned the nonpareil of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. Yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, of fresh and stainless youth, in voice as well divulged, free, learned, and valiant, and in dimension and the shape of nature, a gracious person. But yet I cannot love him. He might have taken his answer long ago.
If I did love you with my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow captain at your gate, and call upon my soul in the house. Write loyal cantons of condemned love, and sing them loud even in the dead of night. Halloo your name to reverberate the halls, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more, unless, perchance, you come to me again, to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I'm feed no post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love makes his heart of flint that you shall love, and let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is thy parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, and spirit, to give thee fivefold place in. Not too fast, soft, soft, unless the master were the man. How now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections, with an invisible and subtle stealth. To creep in at my highest will, let it be. What ho, Malvolio?
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring behind him, would I or not. Tell him I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, or to hold him up with hopes. I am not for him. If that the youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reasons for it. Hie thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I do not know what, and fear to find my nigh too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force, ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and this is so.